All right. I'm playing for the first time the Stanley Parable. I've never seen this game before. I apparently it's like Superliminal, but it was made. It was like a long time ago, back in 2013. I've seen this pop up a lot. I just have not actually seen gameplay of it, so I have no idea what I'm in store for. So, and apparently it's like trippy like Superliminal, except more mentally trippy instead of visually. And wow, this is taking a long time to load. Oh, it says the end is never the end. Okay. I was like making the thumbnail. It's like I was thinking about like what was the catchphrase of this, and I think it's just the end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. This may be taking a while because it's drawing the game from a new external hard drive I got. So it may be a bit. Oh, it's going now. It's going. Okay, it's going. Let's go. You got this. You got this. Let's go, loading bar. Let's go. Let's go. I also have it in this type of setup on Streamlabs because the game is a lot smaller than I like in like aspect ratio than I thought it would be. So I'm just having it like this to where it be more comprehensible. Cause I don't want it to have like the big setup and then just have like the use the small space. No, I would rather like you see more of the game than just uh, everything around it. Click
This
to
is the
skip. No.
story of a
All
man
right.
named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through
This
a
already
voice
sounds like a
desk,
dystopia.
telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid,
Oh, I'm in the
Stanley
game.
found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Do I do that though? Are you sure about? Okay, I guess I do. It's so slippery, the controls.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is this the... No. Where's the meeting room? I assume it'd be obvious.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, I'm trying. Okay, I'm contradicting the narration because the narration is definitely like trying to make me go in like someplace. Like the narrator's trying to control me.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
This is a pretty
Stanley
nice
simply
room.
stood here, drinking it all in.
I will admit, I would love a room like this. Like,
yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
yes, it is. Shut up, narrator.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
All right. What if I don't though? Oh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't years ago.
Oh. Oh, the narrator has some sass. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Who even are you,
There's
bro?
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For who?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put
Yo,
your
what's up?
work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Yo, who? I've never seen this game or played it before. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just contradicting everything the narrator is saying because I feel like he's trying to control me in some way. What's going?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
There's nothing else I can do, so I guess I'll. Turn on subtitles? Hang on. Alright. Got you.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
Oh, you want me to turn up the audio? Hang on. Oh, this was an old layout I used. Alright.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Ooh.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Huh? Well, I don't think that's the issue with me then. I think that's just you have to turn the volume up.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh
Look at him
boy.
there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press A. What if I press space? Or anything, literally anything else. 1, 2, 7, 9.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
To spend time with the boys. Let's
So
go.
he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Oh, I don't know. Is this better? I don't know what could be going on.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Press.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press J to
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
What?
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Okay. Also, I don't put my mic here because it's like gets in the way kind of, but I can put it like right here.
And I'm trying to tell
Oh
him
no, it still gets in the
that
way.
in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here,
Oh.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Well, as I'm not pressing this button, how's y'all's day? How are y'all doing today? Wait. Oh no, this is so confusing. Cause I was like contradicting him before. Now who am I contradicting? Who? What? Yo, what's going? What do I? Backspace. Control all. Control crouches. Why do I need to crouch? All right. Your eardrums have been deleted. All right. So it was okay. So it was a glitch. Okay. Let me turn my settings back to what it was. All right. Should I press the button? Should I press the button to? Should I press X to be at work? Is that what I should do? I don't feel like I have an option. I don't think I have a choice here. I'm gonna do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press 7, question nothing. 5 plus 2. That doesn't work. Okay.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And
What did I do? Did I actually just die? Whoa.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Am I just redoing this all over again? Did I just respawn?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, I can
Coming
go
to a
down
staircase,
though.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's over here?
But
Oh,
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why
what?
couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh,
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
oh.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
We're-
I'm dreaming! he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers were
Oh, this is just like Superliminal.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
Exactly.
dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's a
Yo, this is I'm getting so tripped up, bro.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
So how do we do all that then?
The voice
What?
speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
This is just existential crisis, the game.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Huh?
Mariella woke up one day like a mother. She rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this.
It's
And
happening to her now,
suddenly,
isn't
seeing
it?
this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay. So you see a dead body, you don't report the dead body. That's kind of sus. Honestly, she has to be the imposter.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So have I finished the game twice so far?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, let me go over here.
Yes, this room. What a beaut! But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What is this? Whoa. Imagine not reporting the dead body. Honestly, kind of sucks.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Like how it's left. Go left.
Oh, no, it's to the right. My mistake.
You sure about that?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
This story is this way. Okay. Yo!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
Fired?
Who am I kidding?
Are
It's
these...
all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Oh,
How
these
about,
are
rather than
employees,
waste our
okay.
time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far.
He's admitting that it's a game. Okay.
Okay, from the top.
What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So I'm breaking the game as I go on.
Wait, what?
Wait.
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
Oh, it looks like it's over here. Oh. Oh, I actually don't know where I'm going. I've never had this many choices before.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? No.
Oh, this time we're actually just faced towards the
All of his
this way.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, this seems correct so far. Never mind.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh, are these doors gonna open now? I thought that was blood. It's just coffee. No. No, can't open the 420 door.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Okay, whoa.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, whoa. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Let's go!
You put in a lot
That's
of
gotta be a
work.
speedrun
It
world
really
record,
paid
bro.
off. So, good job.
Let's go!
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win
What do you
fair and
mean?
square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Dude, this game's a trip, bro. I feel like I'm not ready for this game. I'm not ready for this game, bro. I'm simply not ready. The Stanley.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line.
Okay. No, can't do anything else over here. So we have to follow the line. It goes zigzag
See?
and stuff.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To
Here's a thought.
destiny.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
This does not lighten the mood. Please stop. Please stop. Oh God. I'm glad I don't have like sensory overload, because this would definitely trigger it. Oh my gosh. This is so chaotic, bro. Okay. The lot.
Cut the music. Go back.
Yes.
And look at that fern.
The fern? Yeah, what about it?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Got it. Oh, actually, they're coming out with the Stanley Parable. What's it? Like, what is it? Let me look on Steam real quick. It's a new Stanley Parable game coming out next year. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. It could be a definitive edition, or it could be a whole new game. Most likely a whole new game. I would assume.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, okay. So okay.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us?
Line
After
trademark?
we trusted you. After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Yeah, I saw it on Steam. Because I saw that, I was like, it said because you played Superliminal, hey, here's Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I'm like, oh well, actually I should play Stanley Parable, and here I am. And hopefully next year the Ultra Deluxe will be like a whole new
You know what,
adventure.
Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
I'm
Something
literally
exciting,
brain dead.
daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Which direction? This direction. Okay, I'll trust you.
Now, yes, this is
I don't have much of a
exciting.
choice,
Just
so-
me and Stanley forging a new path,
Yeah.
a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
Wait, okay,
Whatever it
there
might
we
be,
go.
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
That was so many right corners I just turned.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No
Oh, yeah.
lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
The lion's a weirdo, bro. Yeah. Did it just... It broke through the ceiling. Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Oh, let's
How important
go.
We mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Yes.
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I'd like the door on the left now.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
I got an achievement called You Can't Jump.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
I don't know.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination.
I mean, it's a weird
or the
story,
journey.
but it's a
Though
story.
They're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Jesus. Okay. This game is weird.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Has he
Perhaps
forgotten?
he'd simply missed a
Did he
memo.
forget? I think he forgot. I think he forgot.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, let me go back to the stream to see what the conditions for this ending was, so I can do the complete opposite. Okay. Stanley attempts to play the story, but is prevented. Unable to go anywhere or do anything. The game restarts on its own. Okay, what?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime.
Will that happen?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might coming to a staircase.
It's
Stanley
weird that
walked
I've
upstairs
done
to
this
his
before,
boss's
but I've never
office.
like gone through this path. I've never like actually gone through that path to get up here, or even get up here. I went downstairs before, but I've done this so many times. Okay, this is the first time I've been here. According to the game, it should break, right?
Stepping into his manager's
Okay, I
office,
guess not.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Are you serious? Wait, where is it? Oh.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh.
He
Oh
stepped
boy.
into the newly opened passageway.
This feels actually a lot like Superliminal, except without all the dream sequences and being able to break reality. Instead of reality breaking, my brain is breaking. Even more than it already is. I feel like I should have had a monster before this. Or during. Because I am not ready for this.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. Oh, what is this? What is this gas in here? Hopefully it's not toxic.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Are you sure about that? No, I
The
don't.
door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah, no,
At
but
this
I
point,
never die.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. As I always do. Here we go. Oh, I actually die. Oh boy.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh, there's a catwalk
So he
down there.
resigned
I'm gonna live.
and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh yeah.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, what?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Oh, is this
Do
the
you see
office?
that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Whoa. Wait, so what does this mean? I wasn't listening. That sound effect sounds very familiar. This one. No. That one. Oh, is this the actual end? I don't trust this to be the ending though. Oh yeah, no. There's more. HD remix. Oh, why is he counting down? Okay. Am I supposed to know what's going on? Because I don't.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Begin the game. Oh, again. Okay.
Don't let time.
I feel like I should have done something there. Maybe. Oops. Wait, can I still do something? I don't know what's going on in this game, bro, but it feels like I'm on something. This doesn't feel normal. Maybe I have to like press restart in the main menu. All right. Here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I guess I do that. There has to be another... I did not expect that to open. Still can't do anything in here, but still surprised that I can come in here. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. That's a... I don't know what that says. Okay, that's locked. Can I choose more doors to go into? Oh, I can. There's an elevator. Oh, I'm using the elevator. Pog, let's go. Oh, typical elevator music. This is like YouTube royalty-free elevator music. Literally what this is. It feels like I'm watching a YouTube video from 2016. Who's talking? Is Stanley humming? He's humming along to it. Hang on. Wait. Hey yo. Hey yo, what's up?